gentlemen, we are about to get ready for the men's team prize ceremony. But before we start, I would like to give the word to Mr. Thomas Weikert, President of the ITTF, and Ms. Petra Sörling, President of the Swedish Table Tennis Association. Give them a big hand.
Dear friends, amazing 8 days of table tennis here in Halmstad. Fantastic performance, upsets, drama, passion.
Thomas Weikert, President of the ITTF, saying a few words.
Science for peace in Korea. Special thanks to our friends for the unified team here in Halmstad. Social and digital records, 30 million on all platforms on ITTF, and 300 million or more than 300 million spectators on TV. That's a great event and great success for all of us. And it is also a success for the Swedish Association led by Petra Sörling. Thanks to Petra and her team and the city of Halmstad. And of course, for the 100 of volunteers working here. Thank you very much. And thanks, last but not least, for all the sponsors, especially for our friends from Limeira, the title sponsor. Thank you very much. See you again in Budapest next year. Hope to see you there with the next exciting World Table Tennis Championships. Tack to Sweden, tack to Halmstad. Thank you very much.
Some good words for a very innovative, hardworking ITTF President, Thomas Weikert.
Dear table tennis friends, I want to start to say thank you. Thank you to the organizing team. Thank you to the city of Halmstad, to our friends from the ITTF, to our sponsors, and of course, to all our volunteers. You are amazing. Nothing was too big or too small for you, always a helping hand. 1 week ago, I spoke about being ready. But who could have ever predicted how powerful it would be, and how could we have predicted that Sweden will take the first medal in 14 years? To the thousands who filled the seats and the millions who watched at home, thank you very much, and I'm sure you will have nice memories from our World Championships in Halmstad. Table tennis for all, for life. Thank you.
Table tennis for all, for life indeed.
Petra and Thomas. As you both
Captain Long fans in the crowd, marvelous Long.
End of this Halmstad World Table Tennis Championships. Next up, it's 2019 in Budapest. That's where the next World Championship will be staged. And to commence the official ITTF flag handover, Petra and Thomas will now be joined by Mr. Zoltan Batofi of host city Budapest.
And
to
you
pass
heard it.
on the baton of hosting the World Championships, Ms. Petra Sörling will now pass the flag to Mr. Thomas Weikert. And Mr. Thomas Weikert will, in his turn, pass the flag over to Mr. Zoltan Batofi. Congratulations and good luck to Hungary and Budapest. Next up, speaking of Hungary, we will present in memoriam of Viktor Barna, the MVP award, or as it's called officially, the Viktor Barna Best Player Award. This award will be presented by Mr. Öyvind Eriksson, who is the president of the Swadeling Club International. Give him a big hand. And the winner of the Viktor Barna Award, the most valued player of the ITTF World Championships 2018, is from China, Fan Zhendong! Congratulations, Fan Zhendong, on an impressive performance, and congratulations on winning the World Championship title. Thank you, Fan Zhendong. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've presented the Viktor Barna Award. We've handed over the ITTF flag. The only thing remaining is the official award ceremony for the men's team events. So I would like your help now in first up welcoming the VIPs of the men's team award ceremony.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at the awarding ceremony part. The very last and exciting moment to see your favorite players from the men's event here at the Limeira 2018 World Team Table Tennis Championships. So we are bringing in the bronze medalists. Here is Team Korea Republic, led by Jung Young-shik, Lee Sang-soo, Kim Dong-hyun. And he pulled away to see who was behind. Jang Woo-jin definitely there. Lim Jong-hyun as well. Coach Kim Tak-soo. The Swedish men who I had a chance to see last night, celebrating in Halmstad. And excellent, it was a fine balance. A celebration to be here in Sweden, and a very strong tournament indeed. I think, what, first time in 15 years, from what I read. And at the same time, it's tough to lose in the semifinals. Very heavily watched and publicized match between Sweden and China earlier yesterday in the semifinals. And on the comfy furniture, Germany and China as well. I guess everybody has their own comfy furniture. There they are, Jang Woo-jin, 2013 World Junior Champion, Kim Tak-soo, Olympic medalist, Lim Jong-hyun, Kim Dong-hyun, Jung Sang-un, excuse me, not Jung Sang-un, Jung Young-shik. I was just going off memory without looking. Here we go now for presentation standpoint. So the bronze medals will be presented by Mr. James Morris, Executive Vice President of ITTF. And he's actually quite a funny guy. He's got a brilliant farm, New Zealand on.
He played for New Zealand. I've played against him a few times all those years ago. He has a farm in New Zealand. He's just sold off the dairy cows, the dairy side of the farm. But he's still an active farmer, wonderful guy, and now a senior member of the ITTF.
He offered me fresh eggs from his farm. I just have to fly over there to get them, so New Zealand's a lovely place, a great place for nature and clean air and everything else. So Korea as well, one of the cleanest countries I've been to. Korea Republic. Strong team this time around. I think they will still be one of the few contenders. They are, after all, closest. Well, one of the few closest to challenging China, it seems, between Korea, Japan, and Germany. Now Mr. Johan Ryden with Thomas Weikart there. Mr. Johan Ryden is the chairman of the City Council. Thomas Weikart, president of ITTF. Congratulations indeed. A very strong victory over Japan to make it as far as they did. An incredible performance. And if it weren't for Patrick Franziska yesterday, we could have been watching them in the final today. And now the hometown favorites, the Swedish boys, the men of Sweden. Massive respect from the Chinese fans as well. Really gave a valiant effort. Played an incredible tournament, Don.
They played incredibly well. Obviously, I was a little bit disappointed with the quarterfinal when they beat my home country, England, but they were the worthy winners. The two Carlsons I thought were quite magnificent throughout. Mattias Carlsson had a very impressive record at the end of the tournament, and Persson came in a couple of games and played the singles in the middle and performed with distinction. So Ulf Carlsson should be very, very proud, and indeed Sweden should be very, very proud of the performance of their team here.
You know, I had a chance to celebrate last night with Team Sweden, and Jon Persson was probably the first to be dancing and dancing hard. I mean, he was quite satisfied with this performance. I mean, there was no sense of regret at all. Anton Kjellberg there, one of the future players, one of the future stars to be chosen for Sweden here. Big hugs from Petra Serling, Jules Moregard there. Mattias Carlsson, the Ask a Pro Anything Player of the Week this week. You still have a few minutes to send in your questions on the ITTF Facebook page and Instagram account. I'll be accumulating those questions, choosing the best ones to create a fun interview with Mattias Carlsson. But Jon Persson really stepped up and delivered for the team. And you know, I hadn't mentioned it yet, but Christian Carlsson, world rank number 19, had a really tough draw in this tournament and still played some incredible table tennis. I think the two Carlsons, no relation, are going to be carrying the team for some time and making them one of the top teams in Europe for years to come. After all, they're 26 years old. On the timeline for European table tennis, this leaves a few years to still continue improving. What are your thoughts, Don?
No, I agree. I just thought from, you know, they're both, one's ranked 19, one's ranked 20. They're both 26 years of age, both share the same surname, Carlsson. I thought they both played really well. Christian Carlsson, of course, played two singles. He normally went on first. If Ulf Carlsson could win the toss, he went ABC. Christian Carlsson out there first, and he delivered. Both of the Carlsons delivered really well. So, yeah, full marks to them.
Little fun fact, apparently there was a crying fan in the crowd the other day. That was Julia, Mattias Carlsson's fiance. They've been together for 10 years, since they were 16 years old. They're getting married this summer. So exciting times. That big ring on the hand of Mattias Carlsson will be a promise fulfilled starting this summer. But now Team Germany, the silver medalists, Timo Boll, the living legend, Dmitry Ovtcharov, who we didn't get to see as much of as we would have liked. We wish him a smooth, quick recovery to see him challenging the Chinese as soon as possible. Patrick Franziska with an amazing breakout tournament. Ruud Filus, an outstanding player who delivered against Brazil and had an overwhelmingly winning record outside of his loss to Omar Assar. I didn't see another L on the screen for him. And then, of course, Bastian Stega, who didn't get in quite as much this time around, but is still a very strong threat to others. And Jörg Roskopf, the non-playing team captain, two-time Olympic medalist. The silver medals are being presented by Mr. Ala Meshref, Dina's dad. one of the big table tennis families, the biggest table tennis family in Egypt. Dina's mom also a former professional player, dominant player. I mean, really, the table tennis that runs through the Meshref family is, I don't know, I'm trying to think, I don't know of any other family in the world that's quite so dominant in their continent. Curious to see Ruin Filus continuing to grow as the top defender in the world. And Franziska right now at only 25 years old, youngest player on the team. It's interesting the different averages and ages of players all around. It was a strong performance to make this far, to make it this far. Yesterday against Korea, Germany with the biggest surprise match, especially considering their lineup. And as you and I said, Don, we weren't surprised. The conversation with the coaches, Dima, how do you feel? What can you give us? And everyone out there in the German uniform right now was doing everything they could for the German team. So Dima's going to responsibly say, I decline. I just don't think I can give my best effort. I think Franziska would be better in the third spot. And he did challenge Xu Xin. So Thomas Weikart, also from Germany, handing out the flowers as well, the ITTF president. Between Petra Serling and Thomas Weikart, there's been some good moments here for countries to feel a sense of honor and really get some heartfelt prizes handed over.
Finally, we reach the top of the podium. The winners and world champions in teams 2018, China represented by Wang Chuqin.
And now the dream team, it is Team China. The men who will hold the Swadeling Cup for the 21st time. A proud moment for Team China, led by Lu Guozheng, the coach and former player hero for China. The Victor Barna Player Awardee, Fan Zhendong. Incredible tournament. For me, his match against Ruin Filus was the most devastating. Really, when you think about hope for the rest of the world and you watch Fan Zhendong play like that, it's not encouraging, but hopefully it inspires others to work harder, really up their game. We are seeing effort from the Hugo Calderanos of the world, the Liam Pitchfords. There are players that are working, that believe they can beat the Chinese. They're working to get there. We will see Lin Gaoyuan, Xu Xin, Wang Chuqin. Again, so much given to the spectators here from this team. And Mr. Bruce Burton, another very friendly and enthusiastic Executive Vice President of ITTF. Have a chance to see him around the world, a man of many stories and quite a fascinating life who gives a lot to table tennis, handing out the gold medals. Don, do you have a history with Bruce Burton?
I do, yes. We share a common link with the Commonwealth. And very recently the Commonwealth Games, which is every 4 years, were held on the Gold Coast. And I was there and Bruce was there and we spent a little bit of time together. So we get together frequently and particularly when the Commonwealth meets for various competitions. But the Commonwealth Games is the big one every 4 years. And funny enough, Bruce is going to England from here. He's going to have 5 or 6 days in England and he's going to go up to Scotland and he's never been to Scotland before, so he's looking forward to that.
That should be great. Is that his first time?
I believe it's his first time to Scotland.
Okay, and it's just vacation the rest of it.
I think so, yeah.
Now flowers being presented. We've got Thomas Weikart there. And Mr. Johan Reiden, chairman of the City Council. I'm very curious to see on Weibo all the posts, the fun moments from Fan Zhendong, the slow-mo, Tchaikovsky, we will see. From the hands-on hips with Ma Long after the match. Wait a minute. Don, who's that?
This is Sandra Deaton, who is the chairman the English Table Tennis Association, and in fact the president of the English Table Tennis Association has been commentating with us all week, Jill.
You know, from the back, her and Jill do a good doppelganger effect, so that's actually what I was thinking for a moment. And a proud moment again, the Swaithling Cup held by Lu Guozhang. It's about half Lu Guozhang's size. And there is Ma Long in the front. #1 in the world. The #2 seeds in this tournament will be taking back their world rankings over time, taking a lot of points. The top 3 players getting a lot of wins in the top division here. And for anyone who's curious about the new world ranking system, ITTF.com, just know that over time, likely by the end of this year, things will be back to the way you're used to it. And now the Chinese national anthem. Again, the most famous national anthem in table tennis, the most heard over the last several decades, the Chinese national anthem. And Ma Long's biggest fan. It's tough to say that. I mean, this person's got millions to compete from, millions upon millions upon millions. The Chinese national team, with more fans than any other team in table tennis, have made their fans proud. And as the flags fly high throughout the stadium, great tournament for Sweden, Korea Republic, and Germany. But once again, China has done the job they came here to do. They have matched their goals and accomplished their goals. So, Don, it's been a really fun 8 days of non-stop competition here.
It has, and I think it's been a great competition. It's been a super setting. The venue's been excellent. I think this main hall has lent itself superbly to the event. The atmosphere has been electric. I think the Swedish team have contributed greatly to the success of this event. They were right in this tournament until the second to last day. The crowds have been fantastic for the last 4 or 5 days. The group stage is perhaps slightly concerning, but the last 3-4 days it's been a capacity, and it's just been wonderful to be here.
Well, there you have it. Take note, enjoy the pictures. Don't forget, ITTF.com. You can go to tv.ittf.com to watch all of the streams from 12 different tables throughout the tournament until the last day, the last matches. A whole lot of excitement to watch. Enjoy the highlights. Subscribe to the official ITTF YouTube channel for the top 10s, fun interviews, trick shots, and everything else. Facebook, ITTF. Instagram, ITTF. Weibo, and now Twitter as well. So as we wrap up the show, you should be fully connected to table tennis through ITTF now. Until soon, I'm Adam Babra with Don Parker. Don't forget, drive safely, pong responsibly, and we look forward to seeing you on the World Tour.
All of you in the crowd, all of our volunteers, without any of you, this event would not have been as extraordinary as it has been, and it would not have been possible at all. Thank you very much, and welcome back to Halmstad. And don't forget, enjoy table tennis.
Ja, vad är det med de tjejerna?